Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Hey, it's Fun Friday. Let's get this craft roulette thing a spinning, shall we? Thank you, Chatterboxes, for being here and taking care of each other, JD. And I hope you saw your card on the slideshow. If you did not see your card on the slideshow from last week, that means you need to eat some chocolate. That's the Cindy Elkins rule. I'm in. I'm all about it. I didn't see my card, but I had chocolate this afternoon. Anyway, I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Welcome to episode 229. If you're joining us this week because Hat Trick was introduced you to us, we welcome you back. It's so nice to have you. We have a bunch of first-time card makers, too, so that's really cool. I'm looking forward to having those in the show later, and we are going to celebrate some of your achievements as well. If you did enjoy I forgot this part. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, well, ultimately, it is the original card-making paper crafting game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night, leaving a seat for you guys. Look at you. We have a huge craft table, and even if you don't craft, you're welcome to sit and chat and hang out with us, because it's just a nice evening to spend together. If you did enjoy those cards, those were all from last week's contributions. We had wonderful parameters. We had a wonderful guest, Hat Trick Smith, and we had a lot of fun putting our spin on Monday. Who knew Monday would be such a fun parameter? There are definitely pro-Monday people and anti-snarky, mean, terribly sad Monday people. And I've been in both camps. Totally get it. There are 434 cards, 7 videos. I just looked that up. I had a busy day. I didn't have a chance to look at them this week. But 7 videos. Well done. Well done, our little process video people. And there's so much to this show, and I'm not going to explain everything. But let's first pull back the curtain on our Mr. Producer. Yay, Mr. Producer. He's the man that makes this thing all happen. He is the man who makes our voices sound like we can... Oh, and there's Kerwin. He's the real man behind the show. He's got the longest... Anyway, he's the cutest little guy, and except at 5 a.m, he's just horrible. But I love him so much, so we have a little time together. Yes, me and Kerwin. Anyway, Mr. Producer is the tech man behind the show, and he runs all this. He will be spending the entire evening with us, and it's always nice to have him here. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, or a Vinny, as we like to call it, we would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, we would appreciate that too. Hit that notification bell. They say it helps, and so who am I to question the internet? Not me, man. I got other things to do. I've got cards to make. We have some wonderful spin sponsors this month. These are the companies that are giving away products of their own. We don't hold it. We don't make them do it. They just say, yeah, I want to help you give some stuff away. Pajama craft stamps. Crafters. We had Joy on a couple of weeks ago. She was lovely. Inky Stamper. That's Chelsea Comer, our little glitter bubble that we like so much. Pear Blossom Press. They make the guts for light-up cards and the world's best foam tape. Amanda, I got a story on you. I heard a story on you, Amanda. And this calls for confetti. I looked up this calls for confetti because I've been saying they have a Yeti die, and they do, but it was sold out. So I've been leading you astray. But it is cute. And if they get it back, it's really cute. Where else are you going to get a Yeti die? I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But we thank you guys, all the spin sponsors. We have multiple ones every month and give away hundreds of dollars every week or month because of these lovely people. And to win one of those prizes, you just send in a card. You do it electronically. We'll tell you how later in the show. And then you will qualify. That's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It is. And it's fun because we get to see your cards. We are not sponsored by these companies, not that we're against it, but we have a system of supporters in a membership group over on our own website, craftroulette.live. Yeah, check it out. There's so much information over there. Had a really, really nice time with Michelle Lupton. Almost called her another name from somebody else I knew once upon a time. I was going to tell her about that, but anyway, I digress. Anyway, she was on last night. We had a wonderful time on our third show, which is a member show, and we talked about your cards that were in the gallery. It was fun. Plus, I always learn from Michelle because she's a real science nerd. And so I learned about the animals in Australia. I kind of missed the crocodile hunter. I used to know more, but they were coming back. Funnel web spiders and stuff. I remember all those things. Anyway, it was fun. It's a great time. We appreciate those people that do support us. We will celebrate them later also in the show. And what else do we have? Oh, we have this coming week, we have a happy birthday card call on Thursday for our silver and up, and we had the gold crop on Saturday. Looking forward to that. We always have a good time. We do want to welcome our new members this week, Nanette Verhagen, Linda Veal, who's been with us in the gallery for a long time, Steph Tucker, Allison H., Carla Cards for Cancer, welcome, Amy Moore. Amy Moore lives in Missouri. I've known about Amy for a long time. I'm really glad to have you in our membership group. And Kit Kat. I love it. You can choose your little handle over there on the show, or on the membership group. So I don't know who some of these people are. They're mystery. So, we do have merch. We do have beautiful stamps and dies. We have t-shirts. Did you notice? I have Decoy Duck on, and we have official links to official collabs as well over on craftroulette.live/shop. Check it out. There's a lot there. I know that people have been buying Decoy Duck, and Decoy Duck thanks you. Mr. Mike has on purple. I'm pretty sure Karen is team purple, and I got some little thanks from Karen just today, and she had these cute little purple ribbons on them, and it says Karen Burniston in cahoots with Riley and Company. So I just put one right on Mr. Mike because I thought he would like that. And I think he looks very sharp. Yes. Anyway, no longer do we keep Karen a secret. Let's bring her in from Texas. Karen Burniston, please welcome. Yay.
Hello.
It's good to have you here. Thank you so much.
Confetti too.
I know. Isn't that the fun? We're big on confetti around here. I do too. It makes we had confetti as a random parameter one time. The entire gallery was just fun. It was happy. I mean, you can't have sad confetti.
No, exactly.
It can't exist.
No. Although that kind of feels like a fun challenge, sad confetti.
Well, I guess you could make a sad face out of confetti. Yeah. You know, like I've seen people that do whole murals out of staples.
Yeah.
So I guess you could go down to a ticker tape parade type thing, get the little pieces of confetti, especially if you were the losing team, and then make a sad face.
Sad confetti.
Modern art, man. There it is.
Something. This is an idea. Right there.
It is an idea. Well, welcome back to Craft Roulette. It's been a minute since you were here.
Yes.
And so there may be some people that have not had the pleasure to meet you. So would you give us a bird's eye view of who you are and what you do?
My name's Karen Burniston. I do live in Texas. And I design dies. That's my main thing is I'm a die designer. So my specialty is pop-ups. So I'm all about the pop-up cards. And so I have a company where we sell our dies. My partner is Tanya Kostanek, who owns Riley and Company. We're in cahoots together. That's our little company.
That's very cute.
We're based right there in Kansas, actually, is where the company is.
Yeah, down I-70 a little ways.
Yep. Yeah. But I work remotely from Texas, from Katy, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston. Is where I live.
Gotcha. You're down south, way south.
Down south, it's hot. It's hot here.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hot land down there. We're going to have a hot week, I saw next week, too. A big dome of high pressure, Karen. Get ready. So what are you going to do? Well, this is your second time. Do you feel like you're ready? Less ready? More ready?
Probably more ready, but maybe that was from spending most of the day looking at those parameters and thinking of things. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It doesn't, there's no real way to prepare for it. It's just whatever comes up on the wheel, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I
That's
did,
kind of the
I
truth.
did have a couple friends though today. I said, text me 4 numbers between 1 and 24. And then I would like look at the combination and go like, okay, well, what would I do if that came up? So
Oh,
I did that to kind of prepare. I didn't actually do it, but
right. No, that's a good way to, that's like a good exercise though.
yeah, I was just wondering
Yeah.
if I could think of an idea for that. So
Uh-huh.
we will see.
Yeah.
I'm a
Well,
little
last time you didn't have any trouble. You had good, we had like, starts with the letter G, so that
Mhm.
was all over the place. And and
Yeah.
it was the first week that we had changed our color parameter from a very prescriptive like red plus blue plus yellow to this nuance and color parameter idea. And so it was you kind of came in on a, whoa, we're just going to change everything up this week, and you didn't have any trouble.
I love the
So,
nuance though. I love that, looking at it and saying, well, what does that mean to me? What does
mhm,
laundry room mean or whatever. I think that's really fun.
mhm.
I like the nuance.
Good. I like it. I like it. You are an engineer by education.
Yes.
And so you crossed over into a creative part of engineering and making dice, which is, you've had, how many dice sets do you have now?
We're closing in on 300 of them.
Man.
Yeah, no, they're not all pop-up dice. I mean, we do decorator dice and things too,
Right.
but we're just kind of, I only release about 40 new designs a year. I draw them all. And,
40.
we're kind of just a boutique little brand that
Yeah.
just is very, kind of niche, in the interactive cards market. So that's kind of how we do,
Well, coffee shops are kind of niche too, and they do okay. Starbucks.
right.
There you go. Well, I know it's been a while since you were here. So, did you have a question to ask me?
I have a question. What is craft roulette?
See, she didn't miss a beat. She's smart. Mr. Producer, thank you so much for getting us all set up. Chatterbox, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're up to, and we're going to let you see what is Craft Roulette. We'll be right back with you. Nicely done, Miss Karen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too. Everyone is invited to join in the fun. We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Well, that was 228's coming. We're coming up with a recap here. I forgot what we were talking about. We were just talking about how many people there are here, and And then I just told Karen, no, they're not there. That's just a number. Nobody's really watching. Don't worry. Everything's fine. 434 contributions last week. We are, my gosh, if we get that many, this time we'll be already at 41,000 cards at the next week this time. That's amazing. Look at all your pins drop in. Some of you it'll be easier to see your own pin than others, but we welcome each and we love having you guys share with us. We really do. I love all the inspiration that you give us. 434 cards is a whole lot. There was my card. We had card with squares, bee garden colors. Monday was our element. Man, that was fun. And use a marker. So didn't have any too hard, and Monday was just up to you. It was how you want to do it, and it was fun. I have done 2 shows now talking about this gallery. One is our second show, which is also public on this channel, in review, and we do a little mini slideshow, and it just every one of those cards you just went, oh my gosh, that is so fun, so clever, such a good take. It was very, very clever. And then I did the one last night with Michelle, and every card we were just both going, oh, how'd they think of that? It was so, so cool. So right there for you, 434 contributors. Wow, that was good. That was my card. It hit the parameters. It didn't make a lot of sense, but it was kind of cute. That's how life can be sometimes when you're sitting here doing 220 some cards. We're gonna bring Karen back. I always skip this one. I need to have a little sign above it in neon that says not yet. Did
you cover the parameters from last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I did talk about the parameters.
I was reading chat.
Oh, okay. There's Hat Trick Smith's card. She didn't have any trouble. She just went right to work and made something cute and adorable. And that was her card with her little faux envelope. I was talking to Karen about faux envelopes earlier. So there's one. And before I forget, if we do get faux envelope, I've got a die from Karen Burniston that has a little envelope in it. So we're covered. But that was cute. It was adorable. Hat Trick, you did a good job. And I'm sorry you didn't get pun. But you worked it out anyway. Well done. Now we will bring... Now we will bring Karen in to do our parade of achievements. This is the time we welcome our first timers and talk about our major milestone achievers. Those are the people that get 25, 50, 75 kind of cards. Our leading ladies and the Club 52, where you get nothing and happy about it. So... Let's get that parade started and welcome some first-time contributors. That's the hardest one, guys. You've done it the hardest one now. So now you can come back next week and you'll be a pro. Welcome Cheryl B. from Las Vegas. Watch for, if you can, see all the ways they did those parameters. Debbie E. from Kansas. There's some definite squares going on there. Kristen from Texas. Karen, you're welcome to say something after I say their name.
Oh, okay.
Aubrey from Texas.
Yeah, Texas are bringing it there.
Yes, they are. Molly from Michigan.
That's cool.
I think so, too. Carolyn Wilson from Florida. Rainy Days and Mondays.
Rainy Days and Mondays. That's a good way to use the theme.
Cindy Purvis from Maryland. Pretty.
Love it.
Susan P. from South Carolina. Welcome, you guys.
Beautiful colors.
And Kit Kat. She's a new member, too, from Saginaw, Michigan. And she's got Kerwin on her card. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Our major milestone achievers this week include April Werla from Louisiana. Yeah, go back to bed. Kim Gottlieb from Maryland. Ooh, that's pretty.
So pretty.
IYR Designs from Arizona. Tina Juan Kenobi from the Philippines, 25 cards. Yay, girl.
Cool.
Trudy Adams from Washington. I thought this was clever.
That's so clever.
And cute, too. Christina Marie Holloman, Mom to 10. Congratulations on your 75 cards. Gwen O'Donnell also has sent in 75. Brought to you by the letter M.
That is
Kimberly D from Wisconsin. Cute little little bee. Ingrid from Washington, 75 cards.
I love that saying.
Cindy Graby from Florida, 75 cards. Catherine the Great from Indiana. Well done.
Beautiful.
Agnes Hearn bringing 100 cards. She's a new mug clubber. Congratulations. Amy M, a new mug clubber. Well done.
Beautiful.
Natasha R from Australia is a mug clubber with 100 cards. Sharon Castor from the Brown Chair has done 100 cards. And she's got one for her birthday too there. That's a cute card. Larissa, 100 cards from Michigan. April Palmer, congratulations on 125 cards. Well done, girl. Wanda Thompson, 125 cards. That looks like a delicious Monday.
That does.
Marie Stewart from Oregon, 150 cards.
Wow.
Our leading, congratulations, you guys. That's awesome. Our leaders this week, they will sound familiar. Smurf Murphy with 189 cards and a cute puppy. Jackie Jackpot Muller from Australia, 190. Is that what that says? Yes. Woo. Kathy Herring, we talked about your card on the show the other night, 193. Pretty cards. 5K now, 6K Limon, 196 cards. Very nice. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, 206 cards. Never missed a week since she started. And Patty Beck is our leading lady with 224 cards. You can't miss a week and have that many cards. Congratulations again. Welcome to Club 52 and don't expect a thing. Marilyn Hall from Missouri with her cute card. We talked about that one on the show last night. Lisa S. from Cleveland, Ohio. She's celebrating in her own way. Brenda Leeswald from California, 52 cards. Look how she's celebrating her own cards, her own achievements. We are training them well, Karen. Yay, you guys.
Amazing. That
was really a great week, and you made it very special with all your cards, all your achievements. Club 52, you get nothing. That's just how it is. But if you become a mug clubber, you get your own little copy of Roulette the Robot, which is a thing here at Craft Roulette. So if you did get, if you are a new mug clubber, except for Sharon Castor from the Brown Chair, because she already has hers, please make sure you use our contact form and let me know your address so I can send it to you. I'd be happy and honored to send those stamps out to you soon. So, I don't know. I love those cards. I like cards.
I love seeing how they interpreted the prompts. I love that creativity. That's very cool.
And they bring it too.
Lots of cool phrases about Mondays,
No, I had no idea.
Right?
There was like Monday's child is Pharaoh face, and then there was the washing day thing. And some of them were just funny.
Rainy days and Mondays, and may your Monday be short. That was one that was on there. That was your
it was really cute.
Monday. I was like, huh? Very
Well,
cool.
we won't get Monday again. Those parameters from last week are off the board, so we won't be getting those. But we've got a lot more coming. So shall we take a peek at the parameters?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This is when the rubber hits the road. There are those parameters. They look like a lot, don't they? There's when you look at them like this. We are going to be spinning here in just a moment, but first we're going to talk about our vetoes. And our vetoes are when our members get to vote one of the parameters off each of those columns. And I think it's a fine thing that they get to help us shape the parameters each and every week. And for project, what did the members veto? Pop-up, 3x3, baby card, or fun fold. They don't want baby cards, but let me tell you one thing. There is a cutest little baby in my life. His name is JD. There's also if you're your first time here, I'm sorry, but JD is my grandson, and there is a sub game going on in the chatterbox. If I say JD's name, they eat chocolate. So there you go. That's the one. So no baby card, but JD. Still
Thank
rules.
you, everybody, for not vetoing pop-up.
For real. That would be horrible. 4 colors. What did they veto this week? Rainbow floral wreath, unicorn farm, or Hawaiian shirt. Tom Selleck lives. Unicorn farm is off the list for this week. Now, if we get something like floral wreath and you end up happening to use unicorn farm colors, it's okay. If that's how you see floral wreaths, it's okay. If you look at it and go, oh no, that's unicorn farm colors, you're good. Don't throw the card away. It's fine. But it just means that the wheel can't boss us and make us do that color. 4 element. What did the members say? No, thank you. Balloons, August Festival, or Tall? Well, August is out, and it is almost out for real because we are ending up close to the end of August already. Unbelievable. So, okay, that's good enough. And for random, we will spin again if we end up on any of these vetoed products or projects. Ooh, Paper Sack is off with half of the people voting for it off. They don't like it.
It's not.
You know, every time we get, all parameters are doable. And so if we do get these things, someday we'll do them and we'll be going, well, that's not scary at all. We just didn't want it that week, and that's fine too. We love giving each other a little power. Like this. Would you like to veto something, Ms. Burniston?
I am going to veto the A9.
A9. Now, how did you come about with this decision?
That was not my first choice to veto. I was going to veto the faux envelope. But Amanda messaged me. I'm going to call her out. Amanda messaged me before the show to wish me good luck. And I was telling her that I was thinking about vetoing the faux envelope. And she said I would be a star with the chat if I vetoed the A9. And I was like, well, I want to be a star. I mean, I want everybody to like me. So, like, all right. I mean, I kind of had an idea for the A9, but it is huge. It's a huge card.
It is huge. And I reviewed last time you were on, and you had also vetoed the A9. So you're very consistent.
Apparently.
Totally consistent. We'll get it someday, and it's going to be really fun. But Amanda, that was hilarious. We were talking about how you were doing a little subterfuge here, but that's okay. You're right. She will gain some friends, and that's all right. We like friends.
That's what I want.
That's everybody wants.
That's backroom politics.
Amanda, but I mean, I gained all these people in the.
That's right. Where would you put your chips on these parameter lists if you could? What would you like the wheel to give you? I don't remember.
Wheel to give me. Wait, I wrote them down here. Sorry.
That's a good move. That's a good move.
On project, I would love for the wheel to give me pop-up. Obviously,
yeah, Mr. Producer's already on the pop-up. He was ready for you.
For colors, I chose laundry room. I think that's interesting.
Number 23, laundry room. Yeah? Yeah.
4 elements. I just wrote down 8. Now I can't remember which one that is. Is that outdoor critters?
It is outdoor critters. That's always good.
Random, I chose wood, number 2, because there's not a wood grain paper that I don't love and use.
They are pretty, aren't they?
I love them.
I remember when they first kind of started showing up, and I would hoard them.
I mean,
yeah,
I have a ridiculous amount of wood grain paper.
I remember you saying that you have a lot of pattern paper.
I am a big pattern paper user.
Yeah. Well, that would be pretty nice, using the outdoor critters with the wood and laundry room colors. What were you thinking for laundry room colors?
I guess I just think, like, kind of almost more clean linen kind of. Well, you could really do anything, right? But I guess I definitely was thinking, with the woodland, you could definitely go into some taupes and creams and whites and things like that.
Oh,
colors
Okay.
like that.
All right.
But I
Okay.
mean, whatever you've got piled up in your laundry room, like for me, there's a whole pile of laundry in there. I mean, it's got every color in the rainbow. So
Yeah, but you were kind of going the farmhouse laundry look with the
so,
barn doors.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's not my laundry room. I've got cement walls. But that's okay too. Yeah. All right. Well, I think it would be great if you got those things. I think we'd end up with a great gallery and people would have fun with them. So those were good choices, but will they actually be tonight's
If we just
card?
go with them, I mean, just I'm kidding.
There's we've gotten 2. Well, I think one time somebody got 2. Tracy
Really?
Phillips got
Yeah,
2.
she got 2 of her picks.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So, yeah, you need to contact her next time.
Apparently.
So, let's give him a warm up. And then we'll go with project. Detergent colors, that would be good. For laundry room. Number 20 for project. Faux envelope. Well, for the love of Pete, how about that?
Amanda.
That was the one you were going to.
It's okay. I like a challenge. Faux envelope. Okay.
It'll be fine. We
It'll be.
will talk about this. And
Yeah.
like I said, I've got your die. I'm in
Yeah.
high clover. 4 colors. That is pretty darn funny though. I can hear Amanda chuckling right now.
Yeah.
Her bunnies are saying, "What's wrong with you? You're convulsing." Berries. Berries are pretty. Those will be pretty colors.
Great.
For element, berries are, yeah, they could have been something you'd like in the laundry room. For element, we got strings. Okay, that sounds odd, but we're going to talk about it and figure out some ideas. For random, number 3, overlap. Well, aren't those just some fine combinations? You did probably not have those in your sights, did you?
The berries, I like the berries color thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep,
it's
I like
all,
the.
you know,
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
that's a good challenge.
Let's just talk about this. This is going to be your art project, by the way. I'll do my speech. This is going to be your art project. We're going to talk about. We want to see your artistic expression. We're not going to teach anything here or tell you how to make anything. That's for other classes and other things. And we're going to talk about your classes because you teach a lot. That you can have very simple and classic cards. You saw the achievements. You saw the pre-show. There's cards all over. We even have like sketch pads now that come in and scrapbook pages. It's great. It's fabulous. That would work for anything like that. Or you can go very complicated and interactive, like a die card that has all these little fold-out things like Karen is so good at. You can, and all the places in between. Whatever you want to do is what we want to see. You can be very literal, like, hey, HEY Google, what are some berry colors? And HEY Google may give you a little color palette that would be just lovely with some reds and some yellows and gooseberries and some greens and blues and all those things. Michelle and I were talking about a beautiful card in the gallery last week. It had beautiful blueberries on it. It was gorgeous. And then, or you can do a very highly interpreted version of those 4 parameters. And I think we're going to be doing some interpretation on this.
Yes.
We welcome kids to participate to a very seasoned citizen. We're all good. Anywhere in between. We've had husbands join us and kids and sons and granddaughters and grandsons. We love it. We love everybody participating, making the card and having that moment where they go, I made it. I love it. You know I do. And then please make it family friendly. But what that basically means is preschool. But don't be using stuff that you wouldn't be talking to a preschooler about. And so that I don't blush when I do show it on other shows and we look at it in the gallery and we don't go, oh! all that kind of stuff. It does need to be handcrafted. Please use your very, very best work. And take a great picture if you can before you submit it electronically. All right, that's my speech. Let's talk about faux envelope. I'm sorry, I had a moment. It was funny to see that come up to this jaded old host. Let me tell you. What was it about faux envelope that you didn't like?
Only that it was on the project list. Because I thought, well, if it's on the project list, then like the envelope has to be kind of maybe the card, and then maybe you open the triangle flap, and people have made those before. I mean, really lovely cards where you open it and something interesting happens, which maybe is what I will do, actually, come to think of it. But yeah, I just wasn't sure I had enough room in that little triangle flap to make much interesting. So that was my concern.
I get you.
But you were mentioning using the die. So, I mean, can we just add a faux envelope on our card somewhere? Well, maybe it's not that bad then.
No, it's not. Because it says project, but it could just mean you have to have it on your project.
Okay.
We like to say our parameters are inclusive instead of exclusive. It doesn't. So it's not exclusively a faux envelope. It just has to include a faux envelope. And so that gives you room to work.
Yeah. Yeah. How about some BAM boxes with little envelopes on it, How cute would that be? And it could like have little joy or something if you had 3 BAM boxes made already.
Yeah.
And so, oh man, that's actually a very good, fun idea. Now you don't do a lot of fancy stuff on the front because you do all the fancy stuff inside.
Right.
Right.
So that's another reason that I really love pattern paper, is because pattern paper can fill a lot of space for me. So that I can just kind of keep the attention on the interactive thing that I'm making, and and let the pattern paper do a lot of the work for me in the background and things like that. So
so you could do some really pretty things. How about a BAM box that comes out of a faux envelope on a card?
Yep, that could
pops
work.
out. Yep, you could do something like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. We'll talk about, if you don't know what a BAM box is, we will show you here in a few minutes. This one ever dies. So faux envelope is not really as scary. You could probably, how about you could even have a real envelope on a card that you cut the back off or something. It could still be a pocket.
That's true.
It could be kind of a faux envelope, or you can just have a little something that you fold a faux envelope around. So I think you can have a real envelope. I don't think that it has to be completely faux, in that if you're not using it as an envelope to mail,
right?
Maybe that would open it up.
If it lacks the specific utility of an envelope.
Because I hate to have somebody go, well, I can't put something inside. That would be a real envelope. So maybe I need to reconsider that parameter next time.
But that's where people get. Our other rule on the parameters is if you can justify it, as long as you're not redefining the words, you can use it. So
yeah. Like, I think
it's pretty loose, but we want the artistic expression to flourish. So.
Yes, we do. So I think we're okay on that one. Berries first. You have a favorite berry?
Oh, do I have a favorite berry? Strawberries and blueberries, because I have those on my salad every single day. I also like raspberries. I like blackberries.
There's a lot of different colors.
A lot of berries. What are all the berries now? Now people.
Well, there's gooseberry and chuckberry,
right?
And
Marionberry, right?
Marionberry. There's a lot of berries.
I'm just thinking of jams now. Like, what are the different jams you could get?
Yeah. Well, there you go. Just think of a jam aisle and you'll have berry colors. But there's there's not just the berries on a berry bush too. There's also the leaves and different things. So they could be real cooked down berries and have really deep colors, or they could be barely ripe berries and have some yellow and light pinks on them, and light blues and greens. So wherever your little
cheesecake or shortcake.
you could have that in your color palette where you go, I'm going to have a lot of white It's whatever is cooking in your well-kissed mind.
Gotcha.
So, but if you have a favorite berry, it might help to guide you. Because our other two parameters, they're open.
Yeah.
Strings.
I mean,
Strings. We have. Go ahead.
My first thought is balloon strings. That's what I.
Yep. There's
Whatever.
balloon strings. There's violin strings. There's guitar strings. There's heart strings.
These are all good ideas.
String cheese.
String cheese.
Maybe there's a string cheese technique. You can slap some ink on a little slap of string cheese and make a new technique.
I like it.
Have I done this too many times? I don't know. Sometimes I
You
think
just
so.
like rattled those off. That was good. I was like, balloon strings. I thought of one.
Well,
You
that's
go ahead.
right. But balloon strings, or you could put literal strings on your card or your faux envelope. You could put twine or ribbon, stringy ribbon, or whatever you have like that too.
You could maybe just do a little stitch technique on somewhere and with,
Yes.
little,
Because not every parameter has to be the focal point. It can just be quietly included.
right.
But it does need to be included. So strings, I don't know what we'll do with it. Maybe there's a blue stand-up bass. Somebody has a.
What?
Do you have a die with a bass or anything like that?
With, what do you mean a bass? I'm sorry, bass.
Like a bass guitar.
Oh, I have a
stand-up
ukulele.
bass. Do you have a die that's a ukulele?
Yeah, a
Well,
little
there you
tiny
go.
charm is a ukulele. It only has 2 strings because I couldn't fit 4. So it's essence of, but you could like cram 4 in there if you're
It would still count as strings.
I could do the ukulele. That is a good idea. All right. Maybe I
You know,
won't
you
do
could make a faux stringed instrument out of a tissue box that has some kind of berry colors and faux envelopes on it. Yeah, you could do all sorts of fun things. It doesn't say a card.
right.
So
Strings.
branch out. How about those? Have you ever tried that calla lily? The calla lily where you put the string and pull it?
Pull it. Never have. I mean,
I
I
never have either.
get roped into those videos whenever they show them to me. But
Oh, they're so pretty.
I'm like, oh,
I don't know if they really work, but that would be something. You could do something with string technique.
yeah. Didn't you say don't try something brand new though?
Not here tonight, huh?
I was gonna say.
No, I'm not trying that one. Kite strings, that's good. Piano key die. Oh,
That's true. We
piano.
have piano.
Yeah.
Has strings in it.
Tennis rackets have strings. That's a good
I was
one.
thinking a baseball, like, well, it's not really a string, but you know,
Yeah.
like how it's stitched. I guess
Yep.
if you think the string
Basketball
is
nets are strung.
strong.
Sewing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Shoestrings could be a string. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have a tennis shoe or something like that.
This one might be going so far that everyone's gonna be like, now which string do I choose?
Yeah, I think we're there. Candy necklace
I'm already
string
gonna
is
have
cute.
like a ukulele and some balloons and something else on it.
String beans. Oh my gosh, you guys are good.
Oh yeah.
Sweaters have strings. Popcorn strung on a string on Christmas tree.
Or even just doing a banner with a string like across.
Of
with
course.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was going to be so vast. That's amazing.
It is.
Those well-kissed minds are well engaged. I am impressed. Oh, string of pearls looking like berries. Miss Thompson.
That's a good idea.
Hubba. Okay, overlap. Let's before we get overwhelmed. Overlap. I was thinking like if you wanted to make an envelope, there's always an overlap on the panels on that.
I was thinking that, or even if there was like a closure on the card or something or a gatefold card or something where you had overlapping panels, it might be interesting.
You could even tie it with a string. Tie it
string
shut.
closure. Oh yeah, a string closure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute now. Changing our plan again.
Yeah, or flowers tied with an overlapping in a paper on a bouquet with a string.
That's a good
Oh
idea.
my goodness, this is
These are
fun.
really good ideas.
This is fun. A string of Christmas lights.
Mummy cloth overlaps. That's kind of interesting too. So,
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Oh, I took that right out of the chat. I didn't say.
String of wishes. A
Wait a
string
minute.
of wishes. Yeah. Oh boy, hold my root beer. This one's a big one.
See, there's almost too many ideas because then it's like,
I know, that's how it is.
how do you narrow it down?
You just get those key. You get a key that has the 4 parameters, and you think, I don't know what I can do. I'm going to open this door, and then you see this huge group of chatterboxes, and they're all going, "Hey, string of pearls! Hey," like this, and it's just amazing. And then you start going, "I got too many ideas," and you try to shut the door, and they just come. They keep coming. It's wonderful. So now our job, Miss Karen, is if you're comfortable thinking you have enough ideas, if we can go ahead and just a snare drum has strings of anyway. If you're comfortable with that, we will just take a little break and watch a little ad here, insert ad here, while we get our act together and some things to make. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Well done, Chatterboxes. Nicely done.
Very good.
I don't know what's coming up, but I got a feeling it has something to do with World Card Making Day. It's gonna be good, y'all. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn.
Hi, I'm Gina Kay.
Hey guys, it's May May.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lupton.
Hi, I'm Justine.
Hi, I'm Karen Burniston.
Hi, I'm Tracy from Mindless Crafting.
Hi, I'm Katrina Tarta.
Hi friends, it's Mari Clark.
Hi, I'm Carissa Wiley.
Hi, I'm Amanda Stevens.
Hi everyone, this is Libby Hickson.
Hi, I'm Cassie Trask.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing for World Card Making Day?
On Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
And all of these lovely people.
Right here on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel.
We'll be making cards and just enjoying World Card Making Day.
Subscribe and hit the Notify Me button so you don't miss out.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
Bye now. Don't forget to Vinny the video.
You're obviously going to have to cut this down as you need it.
Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. All right, all right, all right. Yes, World Card Making Day. Have you made your plans to join us? Taken off work? Please go to our registration form on craftroulette.live under episodes. And nope, I got
Special events.
Special events. Somebody needs to put a sign above my monitor that says, not yet, special events. Anyway, go to special events, and there's a place to register so you can be a part of the giveaway. You don't have to register to have a ticket to watch later or anything like that, and it's all free. Or not. But if you want to be a part of the registration for the giveaway, which I highly suggest, that's where you go and do that. So I've got my creative companion here. This is a wonderful My Little Buddy. I have been using it since the beginning of the year, and I have in this little thing notes on all of the shows I have done, little sketches, sometimes photographs of all the cards I've done. And then in the back, I have little notes on color combinations and different things that I have enjoyed on the shows. And I usually go back and listen to them and write down some notes because you guys have such good ideas. And then I also make notes about how many contributions we got and just stuff that I like to keep track of. So if you haven't looked into this, this is a project that we did a collab with Trinity Stamps, and you buy it on their site, and I highly suggest it. I love it. It's like my own little scrapbook of my year. It's very, very cute. Very, very fun. Yes, Sassy LLC, Miss Sarah Liz. It was so much fun last year. You know, and this year, it was so hard to choose who we wanted to invite because I wanted everybody. And I don't have the stamina to do 24 hours. But if we just had our own guest on, it would have been a really, really long show. So that was like the worst part. I hated having to go. Well, I know. I love her. I want her on like you. And so we need you in the chatter box giving encouragement because you know what it's like to be on the show. All right. I don't really know what we're doing here quite, but we're going to do it anyway. So I have made a faux envelope. And I am going to make it smaller with a card that goes inside of it. And so I'm going to bring it in. I think it's going to be smaller than that. But I hear that from Texas, we're ready to come back. So shall we bring her back?
I'm back.
Oh boy, you've got lots of stuff.
Well, I just started grabbing stuff. I saw, I love my pattern paper, and I saw this paper earlier. It's really old. I mean, it's called Out of Print, and it really is out of print because it's 2011. That's how long.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Isn't that funny?
But I just thought, that kind of reminded me of berry colors. I mean, it has like some little berries kind of in the thing. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty. So I thought maybe
it is pretty. It looks like gooseberries.
Yeah, I thought I'd do that. So we'll see how this comes together.
Right. That's kind of how I'm feeling too. We're just going to try something. These are funny together, but I think they're going to be good.
Okay.
I think so. Let's see how we're going to do that. Now, Mr. Producer, I have made one of these before. I know I'm not supposed to do anything new, and I have made one of these kind of envelopes before. And it's not like I bought an envelope, so it is not a real envelope, right? If you didn't buy it?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't mean you need berries on your... It just means colors. And I thought this looked kind of blueberry-ish.
Definitely.
I'm going with it. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I do want to say, I got this very nice lady came to my door today and brought me a couple Karen Burniston dies. And I thought, I got to make one because last time, sweet Karen was on. I asked her to help me with one of her dies, and she hadn't done it in a long time. And I really caught her off guard. And so I thought, I have this brand new die. that the sweet lady Dolores, thank you so much. She said she was going to watch tonight. Brought to me, and so I thought I'm going to go ahead and make a card. So this is my card, Karen, and it's very simple, but it's got this great pop-up, and it was remarkably simple.
That is cool. I love
but
your
really
shape.
fun. So I did more on the front and then less on the inside. But I think if I'd known what I was doing, I would have done better on the inside. But I would mostly just wanted that pop up.
I think it's great
because it's very cool.
And your balloons have strings.
They do. Well, that was one of your dies.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It also
and
makes
I used some of my fancy pants paper up there. So I had some fun stuff. And I used some Trinity stuff, and I used some of these little pretties from Joy Wilson, Pajama Craft Stamps. So, and that's the little green. I was putting everything together on this one. Not going to be denied. I was going to have fun with it. So I said I was going to say what a BAM box is. This is a BAM box, and the first time I saw a BAM box was from Christina Bromé in Sweden. And they fold flat, and then when you pull out a drawer or whatever on your card, it pops up just like that. So you can have, you have a great Facebook group, Karen, and I know you've seen these used 100 times, but you can also put them on the inside of a card. And then when you open, it can either shoot the person or you can glue them down. And so that they pop up and have some kind of image. So, right? Is that right?
That is right. They are fun.
Good. Good.
They are fun.
They are so fun. And they're called BAM boxes.
Well, that's what I call them. I don't know what.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I should I could get one in there and get it drying. What kind of glue do you suggest for a good solid BAM box connection?
My favorite glue is Lineco neutral pH adhesive. I mean, I just love it.
What's that?
It dries clear. It is.
Okay.
It's you can get it in different sizes, bottles and stuff, but this is the company Lineco, and it's just called neutral pH adhesive. Rolls right off the tongue, huh? I say a lot in my videos. I'm using my Lineco neutral pH adhesive in my fine tip bottle. But I love it. It holds the pop-ups really well. It dries clear, it dries matte finish.
I like that too. Where do you get it?
You can, I mean, there's all sorts of places you can get it, including Amazon, but
okay.
Like we sell a little small bottle on our website, but you know, it's a very common glue that's out there. So even your local store might have it, you know, if you have or are so lucky as to have a local scrapbook store or card making store.
Let that drop. Yeah, that is a lucky thing. Blick art stores.
Okay, well, I got so excited about my pattern paper, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to put a overlapping closure on mine, and then I just put my paper in without putting my. So that's fine. We'll adapt. We'll adapt. That's.
We will. We shall survive.
The fun of it is.
I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. And you were on that world card making video. I saw you. I know that you're going to be there.
I am. I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. I watched your little card. Let me think here just for a second. Just for a second. What am I doing? That's going to overlap. So this is going to. Oh, that was something I wanted, but that's okay. Wait a minute. Because I wanted the bottom to come up, but that's okay too. We'll deal with the mistakes of life.
Oh wait, I'm gonna put that on the front.
It's just a faux envelope. Now, if it was a real envelope, it would probably mean more, but it's just a faux envelope. No, this is it, right? Okay, I got it. No, there's no failure here. No failure. But I was watching your presentation last year on World Card Making Day, and you made a cute little card using one of your dies, and it folded way out and had a surprise inside. And what's some of the feedback when you send somebody a card that has never met you and may not know what you do? Look at that crooked thing.
Well, the worst thing is that I don't actually send very many cards. I mean, I'm terrible.
I'm with you in the same boat. Yeah.
I mean, I think my mother might be watching. Hi, Mom. But I mean, I have been known to make a really great card for my mom for birthday or Mother's Day, and then send her a picture of it. Say, "Come with me to this show," but not as much now because we don't do as many in-person events as we used to. But yeah, problem is
that's funny.
They end up being such good samples that I definitely need to send more cards. But my mother-in-law, my late mother-in-law, she absolutely loved it when I would send her cards. And when we went through her house after she passed, we found all the cards. She kept them all. Yep, she had them all.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom did too, and she said, "Here, Mary, here's your cards. Now you can do with them whatever you want." So thanks. I needed those. That's good.
But the reports I get from students and, the people that send pop-up cards regularly.
Right.
Is that, they are the kind of cards that people, my favorite thing, if I'm teaching a class, if I hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm going to send this to my sister, she'll never believe I made it," that's the best thing to hear, because I think what I like about pop-up cards, interactive cards, is that there's kind of like everybody's a winner, they're fun to make, like you feel accomplished when you make them, and then they're fun to send, and then they're fun to receive. So everybody wins. So
I think you're right. I think that in general with cards. Everybody gets a ribbon.
Overlapping my string out of the way with my string closure.
What were you using for string? I didn't see.
I'm just going to use.
Yeah.
Just going to use some twine.
Here's my overlap right there.
All of these pretty colors.
I like those twines too.
Let's do the yellow, or no, let's do this darker gold. I have to make it longer because I didn't leave myself room to make the second half of the string closure. So it's just going to have to go all the way around the card. Sorry, Mr. Producer, I hit the mic.
You're okay.
I'm excited.
That's a cute envelope.
Oh, I guess, I didn't even think of that. That could really be considered an envelope too, couldn't it?
Well, I should have put the holes in this part down here before I closed it up. That darn fast drying glue. It's going to vex me yet. I do need to, because I am too quick to glue, I do need a glue to find a glue that doesn't dry so fast as this.
Well, the nice thing about the line co, I'll make another little pitch for it too, is that you can add water to it and it'll lengthen the drying time on it, but it doesn't reduce the stickiness.
Oh, for Pete's sake. That's interesting.
Well, that's a good choice.
Let's put that right there. Pretend it was always there.
But I'm also kind of one of these people that when I find something that works, I don't keep shopping usually. So, I can't say it's
the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it works, but I need it to do it. It's very.
How long have you been using it? Long time?
Yeah, probably pretty much since we've had this company. So since 2017 or so.
That's a pretty good testimony there.
See if I can find a different color brand.
I shouldn't have put a hole there after all. After all that, I shouldn't have put the hole there. I should have put just a brad there. Oh, for pity's sake.
All right, this works. Put more spacers in it.
I have to check on my BAM box here. I don't know how it's doing. That is so cute. I love stuff like this. I should be a paper crafter. I love paper so much.
Isn't it fun what we do? I mean, it's kind of amazing. Like feel so blessed that this is what I get to do every day. Well, not every day.
Right. I know what you do every day. You do work every day.
Yeah, but when it's this stuff, it's fun work.
It is. I agree. Okay, so then this is going to have a tie after I find a brad.
I'm just kind of going all in on this one pattern paper that I picked, but I think it's so pretty.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it. Plus,
it is rather retro feeling. I like it.
Well, yeah. It's called Out of Print. It's from a company that isn't here anymore. And it's from 2011. So, but I thought the colors were pretty.
There's a lot of those companies that haven't.
I know.
Yeah. I'm glad you're still around.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes here, I just heard this week of another stamp company closing. And I just got this new Spellbinder Scout machine. I am in love.
It looks cute. It's little.
It's cute. It's little. It's apparently very loose cutting pads. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's right. It, you know, when you're doing like the smaller dies, it's great to have a little small machine.
Yeah, and I bet you do dies all the time. Do you ever do any other kind of cards? Well, you have stamps too. So you stamp.
We just started bringing out some little clear stamps that are just greetings, you know, to kind of go with the dies. But I really am a die designer. That's really my, I mean, I design the stamps too, but I mean, like I said, they're really greeting stamps more so than imagery stamps. So, so I pretty much stick with the die.
I have some. And there they are. Are they all this smaller size?
They are the smaller size.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. I mean, those were our first 5. I just sent you the first 5 we ever did. We'll do more. They did real well, but those kind of match some of the themes of the dice that we just brought out. Like you see the music ones right there and the pirates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the thought process was to give people maybe some sentiment ideas, to spark some ideas for maybe ways they can use some of these more specific dies, like the sailboat, and you just say you're a lifesaver.
That's crazy. You know? That sailboat is crazy. It's so cool. Sue Small Crider made one for the Craft Roulette.
I didn't even look. I didn't even look in the chat to see who all's here. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm sure she must be here, but I haven't seen her.
The team gave me a little pep talk today too.
They did. That's so nice.
In the group saying, "Oh my Lord, what is?" Well, first I didn't ask them this, but I had to ask Mr. Google. Like I didn't know some of the I didn't know what the colors were for the how do you say it? Spumoni.
Spumoni.
I didn't know the colors. So I was like, oh, I gotta learn what those colors are.
I think Spumoni's a real pretty ice cream, so that's why I put it on there.
It is very pretty.
It is pretty.
Those colors. Okay.
What am I going to put on here?
All right, I've got string and I've got overlap already. Now I guess
you're slaying it, girl. You are absolutely
I don't have anything
slaying
done
it.
yet. I mean, I got to put something in here.
Well, I've got faux envelope. I've got berry colors and overlap taken care of, but I don't. And string. Oh, but I don't know what I'm going to put something in here, but I don't know what.
Right. Wait, let's see. What is okay, wait. So I haven't really done the envelope. I know this kind of counts as an envelope, but
yeah.
I have another idea for the envelope.
And that's going to fit right in there. I guess that would be like the most boring thing I've ever made.
3 things maybe. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Let's put a little twist panel in here. So do you talk to yourself a lot when you're crafting? Because I do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I do too.
Pretty much nonstop.
And I also, do you listen to music while you craft? Because I do.
Yes, I do. What do you like to listen to?
Well, I have a very eclectic mix of music that I listen to.
What would be 5 different styles that come up on your Pandora?
Well, I do love Taylor Swift, so her songs come up a lot. I like the new album particularly, and but then I also like Indigo Girls and Tracy Chapman, and some of the stuff I listened to in college. Yeah, that often comes up.
Yeah, that kind of sets your taste sometimes, I think.
Oh, silly me. I got talking about music and forgot to cut the other half of my.
Do you sing along also?
I do.
I bet you play an instrument too, because you're an engineer and that kind. No.
No, well, okay. So my mother's was a piano teacher. So you know how it is. The kids of the piano teacher don't actually learn how to play the piano. I can, we took some piano lessons as kids, but nothing, nothing to write home about. Definitely not. How about you? Do you play an instrument?
No. I took piano lessons, but as an adult. But I was never any good at it. I could entertain myself, but everybody else in the house was not so entertained.
Yeah, I didn't end up being in band or anything like that. So.
No. That's all right. Is my person mark dry? Is there anything on there? I don't even know. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's there. Well, I hope I didn't mess it up too much. There it is. Oh, I did mess it up a little.
Were you embossing something, huh?
I think I might. Just because it's a sentiment and a really nice one, and I don't really want to color it. I think I might just paint it so it would be faster. There we go. I'll mess with this later. So I remember talking to you about your style of crafting and how sometimes you're not the most tidy.
Oh gosh, no.
I like that about you.
Not at all tidy. Like if on the floor, something from your floor had come up, I could have made an entire I am not tidy at all.
So you don't feel compelled to clean after every project?
It just gets messier and messier and messier. And
do you find that you're inspired by some of the mess that is left behind?
No, not really. I mean, I would love to. I really wish I was a naturally tidier person. That I wish I had that gene for sure. Because it gets. I mean, this office gets overwhelmingly messy at times.
Yeah. I understand.
Let's do it this way.
I totally get it. We have some great questions from our members. Starting off with Laura Hood, who says, I have enjoyed watching demos Karen does. How do you come up with your ideas? Because I know you just said, only 40 a year. That's a ton of creativity right there. So I know you probably can't really go, well, I do this 1, 2, 3, and it happens. But what kind of things have you discovered that you found an idea from?
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, I guess, were you asking like where I get the ideas for the dies or where I get the ideas for the projects,
Either one. I'm open. Yeah.
So in both cases, I do end up getting a lot of ideas in the shower, which is kind of weird.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But no, I mean, I use the dies, every single day, and I teach with them, and so that kind of makes it. I like design things that I want to use. You know what I mean? Like that I think will be inspiring to me, and I feel like if it's inspiring to me, then I can kind of translate that, to where it'll be inspiring to others.
I think you've done that. I do. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's getting a little, we have about over 70 different interactive dies now. And it's like, well, how many more things can I pop up? But one thing we kind of started doing now, which I really, really love, and I think that our the students seem to really like it too, is, if we come out with a good foundation die, like say that boat that just came out, then I'll just do add-ons for it, and those add-ons might come out like years later or whatever and reference back to, because we don't discontinue dies. So then we're given just like new looks for something. So, it's like, oh, we already have this tiny house. Can we turn it into a school or whatever? So that's kind of how we do it. And then for projects, really just, how anybody is inspired, you just
spin the wheel.
Yeah, you just kind of, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We do these designer challenges every month. So then I set the parameter for the challenge. So that does give you a little bit of, guidance, like, well, we're going to do music cards or whatever. So it's not just, all the way out, but yeah.
Yeah. There's, I can see how you would need to have things, because you don't always know when you're making something if it's really the end product. You can always probably tweak. Oh, I messed up things. You can probably tweak it and make it brand new with some more ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, that things is not so great, but we're going to be okay.
And then when I am designing, I test all of the designs that I make, with an electronic cutter, before I send them in to get them manufactured, so that I know that they all work. And there can be a lot, and a lot of prototypes, like littering the floor of this messy office. There, where you're just like tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it. It's just,
I may have to just do things again. Together we can do great.
Pretty.
And I know this has a die, but I'm just going to cut it. So I know that you have one of these Fiskar kind of trimmer scissors. Do you like to fussy cut?
Well, I don't mind fussy cutting. But I'll be honest with you, like my eyesight just isn't what it used to be. So I don't know how it ends up really looking.
Well, as my mother-in-law used to say, can't tell on a galloping horse.
Yeah.
So, but you know what where you can tell it is on a monitor. Oh my gosh, those things are merciless.
That is true.
Completely merciless. No secrets. Don't think that turned out pretty enough. But we're not done. I do like this one too. We might just do white embossing on the pretty blue paper. Then have something happen inside. That happens. We have problems. We're human. Well, Philip Barton asks, do you have a favorite card that you've ever made?
Favorite card that I've ever made? That's a really good question. Think about that for a second.
I know. It's hard because how many cards do you make a week, you suppose?
Well, it depends on the week because, it depends. Really, honestly, most of the time if I'm making cards, it's for a challenge or it's for a class, I'm really looking forward to this weekend because we're just going to craft all weekend.
I'm so glad for you. That is good.
Something that we could send to somebody.
That is good.
I was really pleased with the photo collage die. And when that came out, I remember thinking like, well, that's it. I've designed the best die I've ever done and I just need to retire and that's it. I'll never have anything else good. And so I think maybe some of those early photo collage cards were something that I really felt proud of that die.
Like, as you should. That is a masterpiece.
I was trying to think if I had one. Let's see. Do.
If you've not seen this, sit down.
Oh yeah, I love that die. Now my car's not going to close. Well,
maybe next time.
That one's been okay. I'm getting there.
Our affiliate link to Karen's shop is the pinned comment. So if you want to go shopping and help us out a little bit, you can using that link.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That'd be great. Okay, so now I get to figure out what am I going to decorate this with to kind of keep with
well, that's kind of where I am too.
I know. It's like I've made the base. I'm still thinking balloons. So maybe this is a birthday card. Everybody, you can always use a birthday card.
Absolutely. We have a card exchange in our members group, and people send each other birthday cards. And I'm hearing things like, I've never gotten so many birthday cards in my entire life. And they're getting 20 and 40 cards, birthday cards. It's nuts. It's so wonderful.
It is so wonderful. I can tell you a similar story that I was at an in-person event, a charity crop that I do here in the Houston area every July. Mm-hmm. And I was like the store owner who is one of the stores that does our Zoom class program and stuff. So she comes around and says, oh, we're going to go live on Facebook. And I didn't know I just thought we were going to promote the class or something like that. And come to find out, she had challenged like all of the students she sent them all paper to make me a birthday card because my birthday was like during this event. And so then she filmed me opening like all of these cards. And they were amazing cards. I was so touched that I held it together on the camera, but then just promptly burst into tears afterwards. I mean, it was just like crafters are the kindest people, and then the creativity is, just through the charts. So it's
turned out to be a really fun part of the group, I think, too. It is so sweet. I folded this crooked. Congratulations, me. I've got a pretty little embossed thing. I think I might just leave it just like that and not mess with it.
Absolutely. I tend to be an overfiller, like I don't stop, Isn't it the rule that you like take 3 things off, or what's the rule?
I don't know. That sounds
good
like
design is when there's nothing left to remove.
Okay. Yeah. I skipped that lesson, I guess.
I wonder, as an engineer, does that apply to that also when you're doing an engineering project?
Depends on if it's structural engineering or not.
Yeah, right? Don't take things off.
Well, you could have problems.
Every one of those supports.
That looks like there's one too many. Let's take that one off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we do it this way on the outside and then color it on the inside.
I really am going all in on this paper, and I wonder if maybe I should give your eye a break from it. Let's see. What if we did? Nope.
Well, your design team member, Sue Small Kreider, has a question for you.
Oh.
She says, can you talk about some of the dies that you have named after family members? Will there ever be one named Lucy and Katie?
I did have a Lucy and Katie dies when I was a licensed designer for Elizabeth Craft Designs, and they were named after my dogs. We still have Katie. She's 15 and a half years old. We lost Lucy just about an entire year ago. It was August
that's what you
last
said.
year. And when her name showed up on the wheel, like it's one of the parameters, I was like, oh, and I went and took pictures. I mean, I went and grabbed pictures in case Lucy's name came up. Wheel. But so the Lorna label, that's the one that you used in that card that you just showed. Lorna was my grandmother. So
oh, sweet.
So,
I wondered who Lorna was. Okay.
I have sometimes, well, I don't know. Sometimes you just name dies because you know, there's only so many, like, especially if you have a label, like how many different, like what you're going to call it, we've got the fancy label, the silly, how many different ways can you describe a label, So we just started giving names. And
it makes it personal too. It's kind of groovy, actually.
So, but I don't know, Sue, if I would recycle the Lucy and Katie name though, because then it might be confusing because that's the thing about dies is they don't, they may not be retired, but they don't wear out, Oh, I have now done this twice and gotten this crooked both times.
Hey, welcome. It's Craft Roulette. We do things real crooked around here. It's pressure. It's just how it is sometimes.
I mean, right? It's funny because this is the part you don't see when you have like carefully edited videos.
Yeah, that's right. We show all the bloopers right here.
Yeah.
That's the part we're known for.
Yep. Show me your blooper.
So when I'm filming videos, I don't. I'm not narrating them live. Typically, I'm me and Sue's cutting pads. So I just do a voiceover, that way I can edit the video and stuff. And I'm sometimes singing or like listening to a podcast or something while I'm making the card, and then just drop the audio.
Oh man, that would be hard.
Melanie R says, can't believe I haven't seen your products until now. Was just on your site, and now my wallet is lighter. Wonderful, fun, and unique dies.
Yes,
thanks, Melanie.
They are. So I know some people are using like the storage system with the magnetic boards and things. How do you have a lot of dies? How do you store them?
So I do just sleeves. Like I put them on magnets and then put them in a sleeve. And my daughter actually labeled them all for me, although I kind of wish we'd used label tape that had white behind it. And then I just have like refrigerator bins. I'll just grab one real quick. So, but the reason,
nice.
Like I don't keep packaging because I don't have packaging. Like typically every one of these dies is one that was sent to me from the manufacturer before we'd even done the packaging. So if people want to keep the packaging, which I think is a smart idea because there's a lot of information on it, then you can just get a little bit bigger sleeve and a little bit bigger, refrigerator bin to fit them. So I think some people do this where they keep the packaging. They still transfer the dies onto magnet sheets, but they keep their packaging because it's got instructions and,
it does.
A sample and, a little die guide behind there and stuff. So people.
And you have videos for every die.
Well, yeah, not words, but like all the pop-ups and the charms and the animals and stuff. And you can
all the interactive ones.
Yeah, and they're just right there on the website. So, if like Melanie said, she was checking out the website. There's a video posted on each page that shows you what that die does. So that can be, I can see how this works and see if it's something that I think I can do, before I.
Yeah, it's really helpful.
I really do recommend that people do because.
Well, that's so helpful because you don't know. It's awful to spend money on a die and then go, ooh, it was not me.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now? Yeah. So, no, it's really well laid out.
Yeah, I definitely think it's the best thing is when
friendly.
People use their dies, that's my favorite.
Yeah. And you have a very active Facebook group.
I do. The Karen Burniston pop-up peeps. That's what they're called. they are amazing.
They
and
are
all
amazing.
The design team is a member, so the design team is in there posting all the time too.
Yeah, it comes up in my Facebook feed. I never have added anything, but man, there's some projects in there that are just they're jaw-dropping.
They are jaw-dropping. They could be in an art gallery for sure.
For real. There is a miniature art
but there's not, that is not to intimidate anybody. There's all types of projects in there, but yeah, if you need inspiration, that group is,
they will make your head spin.
And it's very
and sweet. They're very sweet too.
They're so nice. They'll give you, as people go on there all the time and they say, well, I need an idea for, a unicorn, and people will give them ideas. People are very kind. And you get lots of comments on your cards, and most likely the person you're sending to probably isn't a member of the peeps unless they happen to also be a crafter. So then you can show you off your stuff and not put it on your own, where maybe someone's going to see it. Like, you don't want to spoil your card.
Right. I put a project on a website or on a Facebook group one time that a customer had created, and I thought it was really cute, and I thought, can I take a picture of that and share it? And she said, yeah, I think. But then it turned out that her friend was on that site that she was giving that gift to, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, that was too bad. So yeah,
because maybe the friend saw it in the site and was like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a pretty card that my friend made," and then it shows up in her mailbox.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it went down, but she did say, "Oh, that my friend saw it." I was like, oh, "I'm sorry." I was kind of under the impression it kind of ruined the surprise, but shucks.
Yeah.
Pammy Ballington says thank you for making pop-ups simple.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's very nice, isn't it?
That's nice. The dies definitely do the work for you. That's the nice thing is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I've just got my head down crafting here, just thinking.
This is going to be my pop-up.
We are fast. Look at how pretty that coloring is, too.
Oh, it's scribble coloring. Absolutely, 100%.
Impressive to me.
Don't look too closely. Can't tell on a galloping horse once again.
Can't say that my coloring skills are the best.
Do you aspire to have better coloring skills, or is that something like, oh, maybe someday?
I would if some of the design team, just thinking specifically of Jen Webster, one of our designers from Canada, and what she does by coloring actually on the dies is insane. She just makes the most beautiful
colors on the die.
Yeah, she puts all of her Copic shading and stuff onto the dies and gives them such dimension, and it's really impressive. And so this balloon might be too big.
Oh, gotcha. I was thinking she was putting it on the metal, and I was like, no, wait.
No, sorry. Although, actually, some of the dies do have a stamping feature on them where you can.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
There's just an unending crafters information cycle. This just can't ever, just doesn't run out, ever. It's good, though. I like that.
I'm very impressed with the coloring that people do. Just all of the skills, all of the crafting skills and stuff, all the mixed media, all of that stuff. I would the stamping, the coloring, all of it.
How could a mixed media artist use your dies? You
A
think?
lot of people put them in their art journals and they, I mean, you can decorate them in any style, so it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, you're right. On a junk journal or something, instead of just a tuck, you could have this explosion thing that goes on. Yeah, I like that.
People use them a lot in mini books and scrapbook layouts too, because they can just put a card on their layout and then, they open the card and then, say that photo collage pops up or whatever. So,
that's neat. There is in Paola, Kansas, every year they have a judged miniature art showing. And we could flood that place, I'm telling you, because they have lots and lots, but we have that many every week. And it's just, it's such a cool thing, though. I just saw it in the newspaper or something the other day, and they had it in July, but we enjoyed it when we went, my friends and I.
So what kind of projects were there?
They had, I can't remember how big it can be, but it can't be very big. And they had paintings and mixed media. They had fabric kind of collage things. But cards you could do it with cards, I'm pretty darn sure.
I have seen people post before when they've won like a prize at their county fair or whatever from making a card. And my family loves board games. We're big board game people. Not like, I have a friend who's like really, really into board games. Like she goes to conventions and stuff like that. So we're not that level of board gamer, but we're just the type that we like to play games and have a big collection of them and stuff. But so anyway, the same friend, the one that goes to Mary, I don't know if she's on here. She lives in New Zealand now, but she used to go to conventions, and she made a card one year for one of the game designers of a game that we like to play. And it used one of like the pop-up dice in it. And so it was like, oh, that's kind of like, a brush with fame that this person that created this game that we love got a card that was using one of these products that I created. I don't know. Oh, that was cool.
That is very cool.
Okay.
Let's see. Did I do it? Irene Smith just perked up her ears. She said, ooh, board games. We had board games on as a parameter one time.
Oh, really? That'd be fun.
I made the oh my gosh game. It didn't make any sense. I had a great big OMG in it. Oh my gosh.
What were the rules?
I thought there was no actual game. It was just it was just a card.
Just a card.
Yeah. The oh my gosh game, but I think it could be really fun. That's a great title, so I don't know.
That's a good one.
The oh my gosh game. Just wanted to say it over and over.
I feel like I got a little more green in my card for the berries.
That's looking mighty cute.
I'm all in on the faux envelope and this.
You are doing it.
I don't want to tie actual strings to all the balloons though, so I'm going to use actually the balloon string die, the one that you used earlier.
Yes, good look. Oh, I've been wanting to show you this. So we have this character.
Gosh, adorable. Look at that.
I did not make this. This was sent to me by Colleen Ross. We have this character on our other show, which is in review, and we have this card detective game show on it, or game. Speaking of board games, it's not a board game. It's I recreate a card. They try to find the one that I used for the inspiration in the gallery.
That's
so
fun.
we have this whole character called Decoy Duck because I throw in decoys. And so I ended up actually drawing a decoy duck, a duck that I throw in every once in a while for a card. And they're like, is that really is she going to use Decoy Duck this time? Or is it just a decoy? And that's where I had the shirt too.
I know. I was going to say I saw your shirt earlier. So.
Yeah, that's brand new. But she sent me this adorable little duck, and this is not called a bambox, is it?
No, that's we have the ball dies come in 3 sizes, so that looks like 2 sizes there. So that looks like maybe a mini ball and a bitty ball, but there's 3 sizes of rubber, and they're rubber band operated, as you see. And then there's a bunch of add-ons that you can.
Yeah, and I've seen all sorts of critters.
But we don't have a duck. Well, yeah, no, we don't have a duck. So that's and that's the thing too is when you go, people have made those balls into every type of character you can imagine.
And it does fold up into a card. You wouldn't want to send it with one stamp, but boink. But look at that hat, Karen. It's got a little craft roulette.
It's amazing.
I think that was with one of those balls too, but she fused them together.
Yeah.
And just half of it.
I did make a card for my foot surgeon as I broke my foot earlier this year.
Oh, ouch.
And yeah, I would love to say it was like a really good story, but it's not. I was just coming down my stairs in my house. I was barefoot and I just missed the bottom stair. I just got distracted by a light being on in my office, and I thought I had turned it off and just thought I was at the bottom of the stairs, and I wasn't. I broke my foot. It was my right foot, so it was my driving foot. I couldn't drive for like 6 weeks. And,
no.
I didn't have to have surgery, which was great, but my friend Jen loaned me her knee scooter, who I affectionately named Kevin. And so I'm rolling around.
A good name for a knee scooter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're better.
Yeah, I was a good little patient. I did not want to have surgery, so I stayed off of it and did everything the doctor said, followed the doctor's orders. But the reason I brought that up is because he had asked me what I did for a living, and I was like, "Well, how much time do you have?" I explained to this doctor about like creating dies for making your own pop-up cards, and so I ended up because I had to go see him pretty regularly over this whole broken foot thing, and so I ended up making him a card where I kind of like made him out of those pop-up ball dies. He was wearing like a little lab coat, and he was holding an X-ray of a broken foot, the exact metatarsal that I broke. So that was some cool realism there.
Yes, nice touch.
He was very impressed with the card. So,
that means a lot to them.
Yeah,
they have a lot. It's a crummy old hard job, and I know that I had a doctor, and he said, the only joy I get is when I make a patient feel better, and that's it, because everything else is just really awful. And I felt bad, but I mean, it's tough.
It must be nice to have those little victories,
Yeah.
Someone.
So send those cards. I love sending thank you cards to doctors.
I was really inspired by my friend Carrie, she's so good about making thank you cards for doctors, or like, I think she might be on. Carrie, I'm talking about you. She's like traveled with her grandkids before, like they had like a whole bunch of people on the plane, and she brought like handmade cards that she gave to like the flight attendants. She just makes she just thinks of everybody. It's very inspiring. I'm like, I really should send more cards. Why am I not sending more cards?
Okay, I've said this before on the show, but I'll make a package of very simple cards, like just with pretty pattern paper and thinking of you kind of things, or birthdays. And I keep them in and I package them up in a little plastic thing. I keep them by the garage door. And then if I know I'm going somewhere that I think somebody might like a little package of handmade cards, I just throw them in and take them with me. I mean, they're so simple. They're super, super simple. They're not, but they're all, at least to my face, they say, "Oh my gosh, that's so nice," and they're so excited. And they'll usually say, "I know who I'm going to send a card to," and awesome. So you know that your job is done. You've done it. You've done what you can, which is make somebody's mailbox happy, and and make somebody feel nice. So I like that. I think it's worked out pretty well. I don't do it all the time or anything, but I always have some cards there.
Yeah. I just even making this card is definitely inspiring me to I just really need to send more cards. Ooh, I need to use some of the absolute best, world's best foam tape.
Ooh, we love the world's best foam tape.
Foam tape. Pop these up.
Good thing you didn't veto that.
Right?
You wouldn't make any friends if you vetoed that.
Wait, that's one of the things?
No, I'm just being ornery.
No. I'm like, wait. Not veto
Can't
foam.
use foam tape. That would be pretty bad. I'm not sure.
So mad.
I don't know how many people use foam tape, but this is the world's best foam tape.
It really
truly
is. It's wonderful.
It's made by Pear Blossom Press, and you can move it for 30 minutes, and then it becomes permanent.
Oh, I don't even know if I knew that. I probably...
Yes.
Pear Blossom Press's link is in the description with the other spin sponsors, and there's a 15% discount code with it.
Ooh la la.
Awesome.
And Amanda Stevens is also going to be our host again this year with me for World Card Making Day, because it was her idea. And so we're looking forward I'm looking forward to spending the day with her.
I am too. And we are using the new candle lights from Pear Blossom Press in our September virtual class. And let me tell you, I am smitten. Like,
they're so cool.
Oh my Lord. Like, if you're unfamiliar, it's a light that you push a button, it lights up, and then you blow it out. You blow it out.
Yeah, that's engineering candy.
I mean, right? So we're going to make a pop-up card.
Here's a card that I made with it. And so there's where the little blowout thing is. There's the little... So you push it, and it lights up, and it's very, very bright. You blow it out. And it stays lit. If you can't blow it out or something, it stays lit long enough to sing Happy Birthday to You.
That is awesome. That's a great card, too.
That's over the top.
I'm looking for okay. So, well, of course, with the classes, I want to make them pop-up. So I had to kind of try and figure out, well, how are we going to push the button if it's on a pop-up, So we're going to push the button when the card is closed. So it says push here and make a wish. So you push here and that turns the light on.
Oh,
and
for
then you
Pete's
open it up, it's on the pop-up, and then it says right here, blow out the candle. So, oops.
That's the one that I made. Mine isn't nearly that cute. That's the same one I made, I think.
The happy birthday? Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a lot like that.
Well, you used the
That's
Lorna,
right.
but then where your balloon strings and stuff came from was from this little add-on that will fit.
Yeah, I was messing around.
It'll
with
change
more.
it into. That's what I was talking about.
That's cool. And before we go any farther on this, tell us about your online classes, because I know we've got some people that would love to take them.
So the best thing to do is when you go to our website, which is my name, KarenBurniston.com, or use the affiliate link that Mr. Producer put in the chat box. There's a tab that you can go to that's called events, and then that'll show the upcoming classes. So we do them on Zoom. I teach every month. So we'll do a couple months of Zoom classes, and those are exclusive to our stores. So you actually buy your kit through a store, but the links will be on that events page. So you can find the stores that are making kits, including one that's in the Netherlands. So those of you overseas, in Europe anyway, have an option for kits. But anyway, so and the way we do them is there's a die requirement. So you have to have 3 or 4 required dies, and then 10 days before the class, if it's Zoom or if it's a virtual class, the prep work comes. So you get these really nice PDF handouts, and you get a prep work video of me prepping my kit for class day. And so then you just follow along those handouts in that prep work video, and you prep your kit. So by the time you get to class day, you're ready to assemble. And then we just meet on Zoom. It's usually, it's always on a Saturday. It starts at 11 a.m. Central. They're recorded. So if you can't make it, you can watch the recording to do your projects. And then we do virtual classes. So it's September, the one we're using live, that's called a virtual class. So a virtual class is the same, except for instead of Zoom, it's pre-recorded YouTube on both ends. So you do the prep work, and then you just can do your class day anytime after the premiere. So let's see if it's gonna...
Christine M says, Karen, in all caps, Karen, shut the front door.
Oh, is that a good thing?
I think so.
Am I talking too much?
No, I think it's a good thing.
Oh, it's a good thing.
I think she's going, oh my gosh. I think she's thinking the oh my gosh game.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, now we know the rules.
That's so good. Yeah.
All right.
Make something awesome. Yep. I think Amanda was telling me about it, and it sounds like you've got a really good idea going on.
It's been good. I love teaching that way. We can teach, people can be tuned in from all over the world, really. We have international students as well. So, it came out of the pandemic, obviously,
right.
You couldn't travel. And I didn't think, I'm going to give another shout out to Carrie again, because the store owner, because I didn't think that that we could do it that way. I didn't think that, I could just use this happy birthday. I didn't think that I could teach on Zoom, because how could I help people if they, weren't able to do the pop-ups or whatever, but it's surprisingly effective. Like we just highlight them on the hands, just like you see here. And they show it to me and they say, well, Karen, mine's not folding down. And then I can say, oh, well, you've got there's a valley fold where you need a mountain, where take your right hand and reverse that fold.
You can see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well it works. I've been pleasantly surprised at how well it works. But all right, where are we going to put happy birthday?
Well, Amanda says that you helped her.
Are you done? Oof.
Oh, kind of. Amanda said that you helped them launch their easy lights, and she's forever grateful.
Oh, yeah, we've done light up cards before. The Pear Blossom Press lights are amazing.
They are. They are indeed.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to stick with my same color scheme.
That would be berries.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I ended up going a little more yellow than. Are there any yellow berries?
I keep saying it. Gooseberries. I think aren't gooseberries kind of a yellowy green? I think I keep saying gooseberries.
Cloudberries, I think, are a thing.
Cloudberries.
Oh, isn't it? Didn't we discuss earlier that maybe don't strawberries have kind of a little yellow on them?
Yes. Yeah, when they're not ripe, because there's different stages of a. Yeah, you're set.
I'm going to go with it.
You're totally set.
I'm almost done. I just want to put a happy.
You're fine. It is just fine.
And then I got to figure something out for the front.
Creative Cindy just sent a $4.99. Thank you, and thank you, Creative Cindy.
That was very thoughtful. Thank you. Yellow seeds on the strawberries, Nikki Foden says.
Oh.
There you go. You're covered. Gooseberries are green, light greenish. So if your yellow has a little hint of light green,
okay,
it's another way to do it.
Looking at cloudberries, they kind of look like habanero peppers, kind of orange, yellow.
Ooh, orange.
Well, let's put a little green ink on this yellow and get our berry on.
Well, Colleen Berg asks, you know what? That's just Colleen Berg. It was Colleen Berg and her son Ross. I wrote Colleen Ross. I'm pretty sure it's Colleen Berg and her son Ross that made this. I think I got that mixed up. And I apologize. I think I made it right. She asks, what is your favorite die? Oh, that's hard. Do you have a favorite die? Maybe it's a collage thing? I would, because you were saying that you felt like you had your magnum opus.
Yeah, exactly. That is one of my favorite dies. But then like that Lorna label, the one that you just used, that's a relatively recent die. And and we just came out with a couple add-ons and stuff for it. And, it makes me think of my grandmother, and it's so generic, you can use it so many different ways. And
I like that.
Sometimes just having one that's really generic, like even this little twist panel that I'm doing tonight is just because it's anything, right? What's the theme of it? Whatever you want. So, but I would
whatever
say
Mr. Wheel wants.
Probably the photo collage, I guess, if I had to pick one. All right, I put a little green on my my happy there.
So your photo collage, you must be a very tenacious person. That would have taken lots of trials, I would think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Try and get it right. And it's been a really, it's the one that people see, if you are somewhere and people open and close the cards or whatever, that's, there's just certain ones that always get the oohs and ahs,
Mm-hmm. The wow factor is definitely engaged.
But then also all the rubber band pop-ups too, because they do something surprising,
Yeah, they do. What's some of the things that you have seen pop up out of cards?
Well, definitely all of those ball animals. And really it was a peep when the balls, like typically you would, or I guess the way I designed them or the way I thought through it was you would use a brad in the bottom and you'd put that little animal like that duck that you have, and it would be like anchored to the card so it wouldn't fly out of the card at you. Okay. But then, so one of our peeps, and I wish I could remember who it was, mentioned that her grandkids wanted the balls to come out. They wanted the animals to come out of the card so they could display them. So then I started, now anymore, we just like make like little strips of paper to kind of trap it when it's, so it doesn't fly in your face. And then, but they can still take it out. So that's been kind of an evolution of the ball dice. So that, that's the thing is like I design them, I have some idea, and then they get out in the world, and then people just make amazing choices. Yeah.
I hear you. It's true. It's true. It's like that with when I come up with a parameter, which is not nearly as hard as making a die. But when I come up with a parameter, it's like, oh, this is what can be done. And then Friday comes and we get it, and you saw what happened tonight. It's
amazing.
It's just a marvelous thing. Totally marvelous.
Best
I do anything else on this.
So generous with their ideas too. When I was watching last week, I noticed that too, because I could really pay attention to the chat when I wasn't on.
It's easier then, isn't it?
It's much easier.
Yeah.
And it's just such a nice community, and such a great, it's such a great idea.
Fun.
Super fun.
We have a good time.
How many years has Craft Roulette been on?
4.5.
4.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Right. We started on March 13th, 2020. Friday, March 13th.
The Friday that everything shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember that very well. We were, Tanya and I, my business partner and I, were actually supposed to be flying to London that week to showcase the products on one of the craft channels in the UK. And we ended up canceling the trip and hiring a really great designer that was already in the UK to promote the products for us or whatever, because we were kind of afraid we might get stuck. It was just right at the beginning. And I can remember that day. I remember that Wednesday when the NFL stopped their season, and here in Houston, the rodeo shut down, and, it was just all this stuff was happening all at once. I remember that week.
And then there was this little old lady that started a craft show.
But, people needed things for, those times. So I'm sure it was a blessing for many people.
Yeah.
And still is, but
we're still having fun, aren't we, guys? Janine Rick, by the way, says your dies are absolutely genius.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And do you know Roberta Sadler? Have you met her at some of the expos and things? She gets around.
Does sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Better with faces sometimes than names.
Oh, I hear ya.
Faces. I'm sorry, Roberta. I'm sure I saw you.
Well, she was just asking, and there's a couple questions about you being an engineer, and you've already answered that, and you've even talked about how you were drawn into designing interactive pop-up cards too, but you used to be a scrapbooker. So have you gone back at all?
No, no, not really. I started out as a rubber stamper, so I was a card maker originally, and then I had these cute little twins 26 years ago.
Oh my!
And like everybody back in those days, that was what 1998. Is I got invited to a creative memory party, and you paid $10, you got a pair of scissors. I think that's how it went.
Oh, is that? I never went to one. I don't know.
Yeah, it was, and they were like home parties, like
Yep.
you know, and so I said, well, I've got these kids, and I'm crafty, so I need to start making scrapbooks. And I didn't know what I was doing, y'all. I mean, I was like. They make the joke about sticker sneeze, and I mean, I was cutting all their pictures, beautiful pictures, in the little baby booties, and you know, it's like every shaped card there was could be on it, and so yeah, they weren't winning any awards. Now see what I just did, y'all. It just made myself a catch point by putting my happy birthday right there. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put that somewhere else, or you know what? No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm going to design around it. I'm going to fix that. Let's see. I'm going to fix that by, let's see if I can just get it to slide across. Yes, I can. Yeah, that's one thing about the interactive stuff. You got to watch for catch points. And I don't follow my own rules there by putting my dimensional happy right there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All I did was just like
go. That's really good, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a darling card.
I think,
oh, you did one of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was going to do a double string closure where I had one up here, but I got overzealous and added my pattern paper inside before I'd done it. So then
overzealousy in card making.
I mean, I probably could put something on the front, and maybe I will, but maybe I won't because this is really pretty paper.
It is. I don't think it needs anything.
Probably put a piece.
I'm keeping mine plain.
Are you?
It's a pretty blue, yeah.
It's kind of fun because then they just, you know, they get to see. So my thought was, see, I did the faux envelope with the balloons coming out of the envelope with the little strings. So.
Oh, I see. But you also had the. I'm defining faux envelope by envelopes you're not buying. So.
Right. We have that too. Mine's a little thick because I have so much foam tape in there too.
It isn't thin. Yeah.
It is the world's best foam tape, though, so it's worth it.
It is. It's absolutely.
And it's got a closure, so it'll close, so it doesn't matter.
I think it's good. I like it. I'm going to make sure I hit all the parameters. I've got a faux envelope, being that it's an envelope I didn't buy. I made it.
That's awesome.
Berry colors, and I've got blueberries, but I also have a lot of other berry colors for our berry garden. My strings, I have a string on my faux envelope because I didn't buy it. I made it, and I overlapped the envelope side, whatever they are, to make the envelope. So that's my card. I think I did it.
I think you did.
And it just goes right back in. I've never made a card quite like that.
I love it.
And I have a band box.
I love it.
And I didn't ask your advice.
No?
That's good. Because I know you wouldn't come back for a third time if I did.
I probably could have got you through the band box. Maybe you don't ask. Let's see. What's one that if you ask me, I might have to think about?
The photo collage.
No, I could do that one. I do that
really?
a lot, but,
wow.
Just some
okay, so let's see. You've got your faux envelopes. You just told us how you did that. The berries, you thought the colors of your paper were reminiscent of kind of a retro berry feel, and I think so too. I think it's really pretty. And your string, you did a closure, and you overlapped, as we can see, right? All sorts of overlapping. There's all sorts of overlapping there. Because those guys are overlapping when they're all folded up. Everything's overlapping in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're overlapping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On each other.
Oh, you weren't thinking of that? I thought you.
No.
Well, there you go.
I was. I know my overlap thing was just the flap closure, but now I'm really glad that I did put the flap closure on because I probably wouldn't have otherwise. And then I didn't think about how thick that was going to be, but now with the string closure, it will stay closed.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then
That's
I did.
Really
there's also balloon strings and then more little envelopes here.
you just double dipped all over those parameters, making sure that you were not going to go to Craft Roulette jail.
Yes.
Well done.
Well,
That's
thank
great.
you. I kind of feel like I might need something up here, but see, that's me. I'm a space filler, so nope, it's good. It's done. See, it's just a little, maybe just a little something right there.
I don't know.
Maybe just some balloon. What could I do? One more little cluster of balloons, maybe. No,
Yeah,
it's good, right?
yeah.
It's good. It's done.
It's real good.
Keep the.
You could write your note up there
That's true.
to the person who's never going to get it. So
Well, I'll send it. When's your birthday? I'll send it to you.
Oh, it's a long way off. Anyway, we're going to let you relax just a minute. You worked hard, and we're going to let everybody else know how to play, even though there's people already sending in cards. So,
Oh, wow. People are fast.
Yeah, but there's going to be we want some more people to play.
Absolutely.
So, let's tell them how. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Don't run off.
Okay.
Yep, just send those cards in electronically to craftroulette.live. There's a submit form there's instructions if you're a guest or if you're in our membership group. And it's not hard. Make sure you take a really good picture. Make sure they're handcrafted, family friendly, and include those 4 parameters. There's a place where you write in the description how you use those parameters. That's really fun for us too, because sometimes it's nice just to look at them and see how you did it, and then find out how you actually did it when you're going, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's very, very good. We'd love to see your cards. Oh boy, we have some great guests coming up. We have Leah Lawson next week. We're going to have a tech call with her. I'm looking forward to meeting her. She's super sweet. Or a promoter, or what is she? She's like pink fresh. She does all sorts of really pretty cards, and she's always live on YouTube. Nikki Baxley will be back after that. Catherine Pooler will be joining us, and I bet she's got some new ink colors she'd like to tell us about. Christina Warner will be joining us right there in the middle. I think it's the middle of September. And then for the first time to Craft Roulette, Tiffany Solario will be joining us. Talk about mixed media. There she is. Miss Mixed Media. Looking forward to having each and every one of those wonderful craftettes join us. Make sure you do too. Hit that subscription and that notification button. And if you haven't hit our thumbs ups and you thought this was a pretty fun show, we would appreciate those thumbs up as well. And then when we're all done with tonight's to-do and ta-da and hurrah and all that, make sure you also subscribe to Karen Burniston's channel so you don't miss any of her good videos. There's our members. We appreciate you guys so very, very much. There's a lot over there, and it's hard to know everything that's over there, but there's a long, wonderful menu, and if you start just clicking on that, you'll find all sorts of good bonus content just for you. There's a lot of special content that we allow only for them, including discussions on their cards in the gallery, allowing them to make process videos to share on an episode or involving an episode, having bonus cards. Those are all things that our members get to do that build up our galleries. More inspiration, more fun. That's what we do. And we can't do it without you guys. Thank you so much. See you on Thursday for a happy birthday card party at noon on Thursday, Silver and Up, and our crop on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. They're always fun. Oh my gosh, looky there. That must mean it's time to give away some stuff. If you were here at the beginning of the show, you heard about our spin sponsors, and this is when we're going to give away those things from our spin sponsors. We always start with a Krog, however, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. And they're very itty-bitty, but they're so sweet. I have a lot of stuff over there. I pulled out stamp sets that are Halloweeny and Christmassy, so I'll be starting to get those out to you guys. Oh, Lauren TaylorMade, I have a card for her anyway, so no worries, Lauren TaylorMade. I've got you in my sights, girl. We'll send you a card. I don't think you know what it is yet either, but you will recognize it once you see it. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, who's going to get it? This does need to stay in the United States, but if you are out of the United States and you get this, we will send you something itty bitty. It's too expensive to send big, because those goodie bags they're big. Oh, I think you are out of the United States, Rianne, but yes, you are for sure. And I forgot how you say your name. I haven't said your name in a while, but contact me anyway. There is going to be a claim price for them that will open up right after this spinning stuff, and send that to me anyway, and I'll send you something because I appreciate you. Do. Thank you so much for sending in a card. Did I say that part? If you sent in a card last week, your name is on that spinner if you opted into the giveaways. For a pajama... Why do I stumble on this? Pajama Crafter Stamps. $25 giveaway. Joey is so... Oh, Brian, Dickey, lucky you. You will have fun shopping at Joy's little shop there. Get something good, would ya? Go ahead and have some fun with that. Make sure you let me know you want it, though. Pajama Crafter Stamps. I always want to mix those up, and it's like once you learn somebody's name is Tyler instead of Taylor, then it's so hard. Inky Stamper. Who's going to get a... Oh, Stacy Cobb. How fun for you, Stacy Cobb. She's on our after parties, and she makes beautiful cards. Make sure you let me know. Send me your info, and I'll get you taken care of. And it may be Monday. Oftentimes it is. But if you don't hear from me in a week, holler. Shake my cage and see what's going on. For Pear Blossom Press $25 gift certificate. You saw that best foam tape. Oh, how fun for Sue Small Crider. She can use those on those wonderful cards that she makes. Oh, and she, if you... Wait a minute. She has Uli... What? Let me get her little thing. She's at Uli's Cat's World. I gotta show you this little... This is her business card, and it's got a pop-up. And she does remarkable videos, process videos for her Craft Roulette projects. And she's doing a 12 ovens of Christmas. You gotta see them. Uli's, ULLY Cat's World. It's amazing. Anyway, she's going to use that foam tape or some lights. She's going to be so happy.
I think she has a community profile on our site. I'll share it here in a second.
Oh, that would be even better. Because she's got all these little ovens and they're Christmassy. And, it's over the top. That girl is extreme, I'm telling you. She's an extreme craftette. For this calls for confetti. Who's going to get that $25 gift certificate? Thank you so much for being a spin sponsor again this month. Amanda B? Yes, Amanda B. Congratulations. We will be happy to get you taken care of. Make sure you use the same email that you used to send in your card so our computer will recognize you as the proper and right winner of these wonderful things. Thank you guys. Thank you spin sponsors, and thank you guys for sending in great cards. Do it again this week so we can get you back on that wheel for next week's giveaways. What a night. I feel like I've learned a lot. Have you? For a show that doesn't teach, I feel like I've learned a lot. Well, you survived another one.
It was fun.
Yeah, good.
Fun.
Good.
I really like.
I do need to tell you something. So last night I did a member show with Michelle Lupton, and she's going to be on World Card Making Day also. And when we got done with the show, she said, Mary, can you give me any kind of hint on the parameters for World Card Making Day? And I'm going to give you the same hint. There's 4 parameters.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay.
So, there you go.
There you go.
You're not coming in blind on that one. You know what's happening.
Right. We know there's 4.
Now
so,
you're
yeah.
you're set. You're set.
Easy now. Easy.
I just want to make sure we have a level playing field.
Yes.
It is going to be so fun. I'm so glad you're joining us.
I love it. I love it. It's going to be so much fun.
It's a special day. It's our holiday, as Amanda says.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is our holiday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like that. Real close to my anniversary, actually, a couple days before.
There you go. You can maybe, with those 4 parameters, you can make an anniversary card.
Okay, that is a good idea.
Yeah. Well, really? Thank you so much. I hope somebody will remember to, I hope, and I think they will, look into your classes. And if you own a store, you also work with stores for your classes. So give you a holler, right?
Yes. More the merrier.
Yeah.
We love
Make it easy on themselves, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's neat. Well, congratulations on a successful night on Craft Roulette.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been real fun.
Our pleasure. And Chatterbox, you guys were very busy tonight, and I'm really glad to see that. I hope if you were new here, I hope you had a great night. Mr. Producer, great job. Send in those cards, kiss those nogs, and we'll see Karen on World Card Making. Send in your cards, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. All right. Good night, Karen.
Good night.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.